Oh, I forgot to put this thing. Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. I hope everybody is having a wonderful, wonderful evening. God is so good. God is so great. Um, Let me first start. I'm trying to get this, see if this charger is charging. I tried to let it get a nice little charge on it because I think what's happening is that StreamYard eat up your charge so bad. Even if you're charging it while you're on StreamYard, it still be like tearing it up, child. And along with my internet going out, the child, let me stop making up excuses. I think a lot, I don't know, it's a combination between the way the phone is charging, our internet going out with this weather, in and out, because I was even trying to like call my system to tell them, Jesus, sorry, y'all. I hate to be, I hope it ain't making a lot of noise in y'all ear. Hey, Grandma Love. Hey, Boo. I'm just trying to get this. Okay, there we go. It's charging. Let me drop the link. This is going to be an open panel. Anybody can, more than welcome to come up, join in. Um, my sis brought something to my attention, and we're going to talk about it. And if anybody else got a topic or something in the news that's going on, where's them glasses? Wait a minute. We can always come together and talk about it. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Everything is good. All right. Goody. So let me first start by saying thank you. Sis, hit the link whenever you're ready. Let me first start by saying thank you and shout out to everybody that has been watching my lives. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. This is Open Panel. Anybody is more than welcome to hit the link. Hey, Hypnotic Touch, what's up, boo? Anybody is more than welcome to hit the link. Let me also say thank you and shout out to my moderators, to my to the members. Okay, hold on, my sister's here. Hold on. Shout out to all of you guys. Thank you guys for helping me meet my goal every month. Hey, sis.
Wait a minute.
um,
Hey, I was going to come on camera, but I'm so used to pushing the what you call them. But I wanted to wave to everybody. Since
oh, okay. Whenever
I'm
you want
still,
to.
I'm still, I'm still looking good. Since I'm, early.
Maybe we can hit on that a little bit because yes, you is. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to my old subbies. Shout out to my new subbies. I'm gonna keep this part short and then I'll give y'all all the thank yous. Um, in the other video. But hey sis. Okay. If you guys have not been watching our sis, Grandma Love, please go over to her channel. She's on a new journey in her life, and she got a lot to talk about. Um she has, well, she's been in a position now that, many of us women, and you guys know my story, of the DV and stuff, and she's coming through this thing like a champ. Okay, so she's coming on, she's smiling, she's happy, she's getting through this thing. Shout out to everybody that has been coming through and we being there for her and all of that stuff, because that's what we supposed to do. So shout out to my other sisters, them that's there for her, us that's here on YT, that's here for her. We're not talking about her real life people because we know they there. But those of us that's here on YT, shout out to y'all. She did a video today and she, was kind of like letting us know and how thankful and grateful she is for so many of us, being there for different times. And I told her, I said, that was really it was really encouraging because when I heard her first video, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I told her, I said, sis, I had to cut it off halfway through. You know, I said, because I don't like to see my sis in tears. You know, I don't like to know that somebody hurt you. That hurt me, you know. And I had to get myself together and then go back and watch it. And then I watched her videos today, and she just looking so beautiful and coming through this thing. And I'm like, shit, that's what I'm talking about. You know, I told her, I said, you on your way, boo. You on your way. You got this, you know.
I'm up here. I
And
don't know how to flip the camera. I can't figure it out. But
you'll know how to flip your camera.
not while I'm up
Are
here.
you on your phone or are you on your computer?
I'm on my phone.
Okay. I think at the bottom, if
Well,
you hit the camera spot,
if I fall,
you
am I
want to
still
go
up
out
here?
and come back in.
I'm still up here. I'm still up here. I'm still up here. Go ahead.
But I mean, do you want to go out and come back in? It's up to you.
I'm all right.
Okay. Um, so my sis, while we were talking, she had shared a story with me about the young lady who lost her life, the black lady, a Uber driver who lost her life while going to pick up a bag with the Uber people from a man who's 81 years old who was getting some threatening phone calls and stuff. And so the guy came, pulled out a G on the lady, black lady, 61 years old. He pulled out a G on her. He's a white man. He pulled a G out on her. And hey, numero, what's up, baby? Salute, salute. He pulled out a G on her and took her life. And I was telling my sis, I said, you know, I used to be a Lyft driver. And I said, I began to talk to her about my experience here, you know, with the Lyft. And I was like, man, that Lyft stuff was making me nervous, you know, because I remember when I had this gang of young black boys in my car and I shared that video with y'all, how I had to call the police because they didn't want to get up out my car. I ain't know what them guys was going to do to me. All of them was every bit of 6'7", 6'8". Y'all remember that video? A lot of you guys that are currently on my members only. The video is still on my members only. I share part of the video here on my regular live. But hey, Vibrant. Hey, Boo. All my people got pow pows. Is yeah, you got to protect yourself. But yeah, and I had one guy. He was an older gentleman. He got in my car and he was on that stuff, and he was sitting in the back of my Lyft, and I think he was trying to do that stuff while he was in the back of my car. And I had to pull over and call the police. And I just told my niece, no, nah, I'm good. This ain't for me. This is not for me. And then, you know, I had a lot of people who thought I was younger, you know, than who I was. Um, hold on one second. Hello, sis.
Yeah, next time I'll figure it out. But I don't know why the camera wouldn't flip. And even when I went down, it wouldn't flip. That's weird. I don't know. This thing ain't liking me. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So I was just, you know, giving like some little for instance of, you know, the things that I went through as a Lyft driver. You know, I did get hit on a lot by, you know, a lot of younger guys who thought I was younger, you know, and stuff. And at the time I was going talking with TC here on YouTube. So she would be on the telephone with me a lot of times. Some of the passengers would be friendly. I'm not going to most of the passengers were friendly. They weren't um you know, nasty or made me feel too nervous. But I would, you know, I would have her on my other telephone while I was driving, you know, and then in between, like, you know, after about a couple of hours or so of me driving, then I would call her, you know, give her a call, let her know that I was still all right. Then I would tell her, you know, I'm finna go in. I'm going home. You know, it's getting crazy out here now, you know. But it is it's a dangerous job. I know somebody need to do it, but I think we as women, and when I seen that lady, 61 years old, and hey Rita, hey baby, um, um, when I seen that, I just said, Lord, I thank you. Lord, I thank you. Cause, I'm in my 50s, so yeah, but sis, if you got something to say, I'll let you talk too.
I just, I just like the man being older. I think people when they have older like relatives and stuff like that, I think they should go check on them because that's how they get deceived and people will be scamming them or taking advantage because they don't check on. Hey, everybody that's saying hey in the comments, I won't be rude. Um, yeah, that they don't check on their parents and their parents be gullible to people. And I don't think the man intended. I think I think he was being scammed. I think he took it out on the wrong person because of what was going, the calls he was getting and stuff like that. So, and then I felt like
That
he,
is a new thing that they started where you could go and pick up packages and drop them off. Now, I was never too much into it. I didn't, I told them I declined from it because they were saying like going to like the auto parts store. And I'm thinking to myself, if I get to that damn auto parts store and they telling me I got to pick up a damn engine or a heavy ass part, I ain't getting ready to hurt myself. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons I declined doing that, because you never knew what you was picking up, like they would literally you would just go places and pick up packages.
but see, some of our older, I think that man was like 80, or 85, whatever.
I think he
So
said it
he
was
might been, huh?
I think they said 81.
So I'm thinking that he might have had some Alzheimer's or, you
Yeah.
know, a mental lapse. Like
Hmm.
they don't, oh, when you don't see your parents, like when you're not visiting them on a normal basis and you don't live in the house with them, you don't notice until you really start seeing how they, paying attention. Because
Yep.
some people don't pay attention to their kids, their parents.
Yep. That's true. That's true.
Some of them don't pay attention to them or whatever. So it's like very important when they start getting up in age to check on them. Ask them questions, talk to them, find out what phone calls they're getting.
Hmm. Yeah, because I know even like my mom, she be getting because she still got the home phone, she still got the house phone from when my dad was there and stuff, and she be getting some strange calls and stuff. And a lot of times, once we get there, like on Sundays, and sometimes my brothers and them, they stop by there before that. Hey, pretty black TV. Hey, baby. Thanks for the roses and hearts. My brother and them, when we get there and we all there, they be calling them numbers back like, hello, who is this? Hey, Wild D, what's up, baby? My
Well,
brother
when
calling
I
them
looked at
numbers
the
back
video,
and letting them know that shit, it's a man around this mother freaker. Okay, I don't know what you calling and looking for. And like my mom said that she be going up to the Dollar General, and most of you guys do know that my real mom passed away, and I'm talking about my dad's wife when I say my mom. But she was telling us that when she went up to the Dollar General, one of the guys that worked there, be trying to like, come to the car and be holding her up and be asking her questions and asking her out and stuff. I said, "What you mean?" Like that, and she was like, "No, no," and because I'm always, "Nah, you good, you good." You tell them you good. My dad left you all right. You don't know what these whippersnappers out here. So I'm kind of tough on her with it. Where my other younger sister be like, "Mom, if she wants to find somebody else, and if she want to date somebody else," I'm like, "Girl, this stuff out here ain't worth dating. This stuff out here that she's a widow, and they thinking money." They thinking houses and cars and all of this stuff. They thinking money. No, so we didn't kind of turned it into like a little something, something. But my brothers now be like, what? So my one brother, he went up there to the store, you know, and he was like, yo, partner, let me talk to you. What you looking for? He told the man, white guy, white man. And he's like, oh, she was in the store one day talking to one of the cashiers. We were helping her with her packages. And she was saying that she liked to go fishing. So I had told her, and she had mentioned that she hadn't been fishing since her husband passed away. So I had told her that I would, take her fishing. Shit, my brother handled that. My brother said, listen, she all right. She want to go fishing. She got sons that'll take her. My daddy left all of us. He got enough sons that'll take her fishing. You help her with her groceries. You say hello to my mother and you keep it moving, partner. You a manager here. We don't know what you got going. My mom said when she go up to that store, that man tell her, how you doing? And keep it moving. I said, he's supposed to. You don't know where this type of behavior starts. You know what I'm saying? You can't be too comfortable. You can't be too smooth with this stuff. So like you said, Grandma Love, check on your loved ones. Like I said, on Sundays, yeah, we talk. We discuss like we always did. What did went on with everybody all week long? Hell yeah. Nah,
But
we
see,
ain't doing that.
my uncle is 75, and
Uh-huh.
I call him on a
My
regular
mama's
basis.
70. Yep.
And my question to him every time I talk to him is, do you remember so and so? To see if his memory or his mind is still intact.
Yeah.
Or he'll tell me his memory of what I said last week or whatever it may be. And it could be, it's always randomly.
Right.
But I
Yep.
do this. That's because if he's lacking or he always say his wife mistreating him, and I be asked him because I want to know, is it just that he's just being mean or is she, what I mean? Because your mind goes at a certain age. That,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? You think things are happening that's not really happening.
Okay. Okay.
So I have to
At
question
what
him.
age did that happen? Because now, see, we got to be careful because, I'm a woman of a particular age. And, they like to pick on me on here. They like to say Krista is cuckoo, cuckoo. Okay. So you don't think my mind is going and I'm just imagining shit, do you? Because I don't want to
No,
be out
you're
here.
a little bit. You got a little bit of time. Like
Oh, I got
like
a little
me.
time. Okay. Okay.
Sometimes I mean my mind don't go, but it's
Mm-hmm.
sometimes if I don't say what I need to say, I'll forget. Or sometimes I'll be
Yeah, me
talking
too.
and I'll be drifting off, like I'll forget the whole like I'll be like, I know what I want to say. Wait till I remember. I'll tell you. You know what I mean?
Quentin, I'm serious. Listen, I was making my grocery list earlier today, and I was like, damn it, I had came across something while I was doing the list. And I don't know why y'all, I've been wanting some Capri Suns. Y'all know the Capri Suns that the kids drink with the little straw thing? I don't want that sugary shit, but I wanted me some Capri Suns. I had that taste. And so I was like, oh, Krista, don't forget, put some Capri Suns down there. So I had put some Capri Suns down on the list. And then I said, oh, I forgot I needed milk too. Y'all, by the time I went to go put in Capri Sun, they had some lemonade ones. I was like, okay, them shits gonna be good as hell. I'm gonna freeze them shits. I'm gonna slit that bag open and shit, I'm gonna eat that shit with a spoon, okay? And I went back to say, now what was the other thing I needed? What was it? Y'all, it took me like 15, 20 minutes. I couldn't remember that it was milk that I
My
also
let me
needed.
ready to make you laugh. I'm always making Crystal laugh, y'all. She loves when I call her because I make her laugh. We spend 30 minutes laughing. But anyway, my grandson moved to California.
Thank you, Rita.
So My son, he wants us to come down there because he wants to show off his house, his first house, apartment, whatever, his first place. So my son said, "Well, we got to go to California because he's having something in July, which is my birthday month, so I got to add to." But anyway, so my son was like, "Well, you better get my brother to get on the plane with you." I'm like, "Wait a minute, I'm not that old. I know how to get on." He was acting like I was 80 years old, talking about, "Are you sure you can catch a plane by yourself?"
Girl, they
I'm
don't
like,
trust us when we get in our 50s because my nieces and them is very, very, they be wanting to know my every move. They be wanting to know. Yup. I got to tell somebody. Yup. Mm-hmm.
"But I can get on the plane by myself. I've caught the plane. Well, when I was younger then, but I ain't. It ain't like I'm gonna get lost. Ain't nobody gonna kidnap. If they kidnap me, they gonna get me back." So,
Okay. I know they going to throw
mhm.
my back. They going to be like, child, where can we drop your crazy ass off at? Because this ain't going to work. We thought we thought we had a good catch. Fuck that. Okay. Yeah, I know they gonna get my ass back. But my nieces, them, they that way. And by them having keys, if they call me 2, 3 times and I ain't answered that phone, but then they get to calling each other. You heard from Auntie today? Did she tell you she was doing this? Did she tell you she was doing that? They look over in that group text. Ain't seen where I said I'm gonna be out, I'm gonna do this, do that. Shit, them motherfuckers, they get to using their keys and coming in. What's going on? You know? So yeah, I
My
like
son got a set of
they
keys.
sent the police after my sister the one day. Her oldest, my middle niece, she sent the police over. My sister said she had went in there. She was in there in the tub, had her little music and candles going, and she said she was just in there, just because she loved jazz. So my sister said she in there. She said she ain't thinking about no damn telephone. She left that motherfucker in the room on purpose. She said she getting out the tub. That's all she heard was bam, 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 bam. She said, "Oh my God, hold on. Who is it?" And they said, 911, it's the police. Are you okay, ma'am? She said, damn it. She said, they told her over the door, we need to make sure you okay. Shit, my niece and them had called and my niece was on her way. And I take her
Maybe,
for away from her
may,
mama's house. And she told the police, meet me there.
well, everybody, the
Damn, I
video,
can't even be grown. I can't be grown and do my own shit. I was like, girl, that's why I tell them everything. She said, I ain't gonna be telling them everything I do. I said, I do, because I don't want to be around here and police bamming on my damn door. Mm-mm.
the video we talking about, I probably after she's done, she can post it on her page and y'all can watch the video.
I can't post nothing. I can't get into
Oh,
that account.
dang.
I can
I'll
get into
post
my
it.
stream card for this, and I can get into my studio to check on,
I'll
to,
post it. I don't know the name of it. She would have to look to see the name of it. But
I could go back to what you shared it. Let me see. I'll go back to the text message
that
because
way
that's
y'all can at least see the video that we're talking about. But I felt bad for the lady because he shot her to death. I mean, one shot to injure her, I understood, but I just felt like he shot her too many times. He wanted to make sure she was dead.
it's called elderly man charged with unaliving, but y'all know the K word. Uber driver apparently victim of scam, and it's on ABC News. It's a how long is this video? It's a 2 minute 55 second video. Elderly man charged with unaliving Uber driver apparently victim of scam, and it's on ABC News. Yeah, it's sad. They talking about it everywhere. Oh, he was 83 years old. 83-year-old man gets 21 years to life. Wait a minute, sis, this didn't just happen? Oh, this happened a year ago. Oh, I didn't know that.
It's new to us.
Yeah. Oh shoot. When I just looked it up, they talking about it everywhere. Update. Uber fails to Do bare minimum after black driver. Yeah. That's why I told y'all, man, when I went through that, that stuff is scary. That Uber driving, that stuff is scary. Wishing everyone a beautiful day. May you continue to invite blessings, respect, love, and prosperity into your life. Amen. Thank you, Hypnotic Touch. Thank you, sis. But yeah, if you guys get a chance to look it up, it's very scary. And if you got loved ones out here who is Uber driving and stuff like that, because I even had this one young guy, he got up in my car, a little young white boy, he gonna get in, kind of slide down in the seat, and he cocked to the side. So I'm bringing him from Niagara Falls over to some doctor's appointment in Buffalo. And so we driving, we up on the bridge, we crossing the Grand Island Bridge. And so he goes, yeah, he's like, you ever get nervous when you driving Uber and stuff? I was like, nah, because I ain't finna let nobody know I'm scared of shit. He was like, oh, he's like, wow. He said, because you probably got a way to protect yourself. Now, you can't tell them that you got protection, okay? I was like, well, I said, I'm going to tell you like this. If you think you're going to do something to me or you're going to take my vehicle, it ain't going down just like that, okay? I said, we going to tear this motherfucking Buick up. When I tell you we going to tear this damn Buick up, we going to tear this motherfucker up, okay?
One of the
So,
reasons why I thought this was a good topic because some of us got friends that are Uber drivers or whatever, and that
mm-hmm,
way you could be aware of they could be aware of the dangers that
yep.
you think that it's not a dangerous job, but it could be, even though you're not handling money.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And so he got on the phone and I seen him back there texting and talking to some guys. So then he was like, you think you can drop me off at this other location? I just need to swing by and just get something. And I heard him talking to the guys on the telephone. Now the area where he was going is it's the hood. Okay. So I was like, no, I can't do that. I said, I have to take you straight to your doctor's appointment. He's like, oh, ma'am, I just need to swing by there and pick something up. So the one guy called him back on the phone. He's like, so what's up, man? Is she going to bring you or what? He's like, nah, she talking about something, this, that, and the other thing. And he was like, read my text. So I'm acting like I ain't listening, but I'm listening. So he was like, I tried to see if she could. He was like, hold on. He's like, ma'am, it's just going to be 2 blocks away. Can you just stop me by? I said, no, I could take you straight to your doctor's appointment. And then you have to do what you got to do. I'm taking you to the doctor's building because he was going to the MRI place. And I said, well, I'm taking you straight there. And so he was he gonna still talk to me in the car. He was like, yeah, you probably got you a G or something that you be protecting yourself with, huh? And he went to moving around and all of that shit in the back. I said to myself, motherfucker, you better believe it, because I'll blow okay. All right. Try it if you want to. All right. Shit. He hurry up. We got to the fly. He was like, you sure? He's like, I'll give you an extra something if you take me, a couple of blocks. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not out to make any extra money. Plus, I got another ride and, in back of you. He was like, okay, have a good day. I say, little sissy motherfucker, you think y'all getting ready to pull a fast one on? Shit, your boy's been and jumped in and told me to get the fuck out of my own shit. Get the hell out of here. We ain't playing them games. But they'll try you out there. You got to be real careful. You know, like I said, even that group of black guys that I had to get them up out my car that day. I picked up the one guy. They had 2 stops. I picked up the one guy. He coming from work. But then he tell me to take him to the college and he got to walk over there and drop something off. While he walking over to drop something off, they call him, tell him, where's the lift at? And he going to say, oh, the lift is over here. It's a black Buick. And y'all just get in the car and I'll be right back. Let me go drop these books off. So when he come back out, he got 4 of his partners. All these motherfuckers 6'7", 6'4", 6'5". And the one that wasn't 6 he had to be about 5'11", but he was about wide as Santa Claus. Hell no. Nah. And here I am, 5'1", sitting up here, and I'm telling them, no, nah, you can't get in the front seat. And they made a big deal about that and all of this shit. And the other one talking about, well, we gonna just all squeeze in and all of it. Girl, it was a whole mess. I was like, oh no, you not finna ride up in my shit. I pulled them motherfuckers over right there on the side of the highway. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. If y'all go back, y'all that's in my members only, y'all can see that video where I was Lyft driving and I put them guys out my motherfucking car. Y'all can see how tall and big all them motherfuckers was. Get the fuck up out my shit. Nope. And you gonna tell me what you gonna do? And it was scary, but I knew I had my shit with me, I keep mine with me. Everybody gonna leave out this motherfucker with a hole in them. Okay?
And I
Everybody.
think that lady wouldn't have got so injured if she had a new day. Because I don't, judging by the video, I don't think she thought he really was going to shoot her. Cause
No.
she, the way her
She
face
went to
looked
the
like.
door to go pick up the package like you do. I told you they got that new thing that you can go and pick up packages and stuff. And see, it's too many times, like especially around like the first part of the month, when everybody got their money, where shit, some houses you go and you pick somebody up, and then it's like 4, 5 different Lyft cars and Uber cars outside that one motherfucking house. They got a passenger that need to run in and just run back out. You know what I'm saying? So they waiting on the man to get there with the stuff. So they all running up on the porch and running back down and getting up in the car. So instead of them doing that, now they got it where they could just send you, pick the package up, and then drop the package off at this house, this location. That's why I said, no, Lyft and Uber need to do something about that shit. That shit should not be for just regular residential people, even in this elderly man's case. You know what I'm saying? It should be businesses only. But fuck that. We can just go to a house. Shit, some of them houses is motherfucking DN with a G houses. What? What are we doing? We picking up what you call it packages. It's already that you can tell I'm picking this motherfucker up and he just went over here and got his shit. What? You go outside that motherfucking house and the street is lined up with Uber and Lyft motherfucking drivers. They over there, they not driving in their own shit to go pick up the stuff.
And
They catch.
I'm sorry, you're black and you going up to that man house. He probably looked at him like,
Yeah, yeah. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's real dangerous. It's a lot
Because some
going on.
folks, even though it's bad, some folks do think a black person going to take something from them or rob or steal something from them or, you know what I mean? Take something that don't
Mhm.
belong to them. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not true, but it happens. You know what I mean?
I just look at her because I thought about myself. Like, I didn't really need the money, but I did it because I was just home and I'm bored. So my youngest sister, she was doing the Lyft driving and she was like, and I didn't, they had sent me back to the hospitals to work when the C word was out there, the COVID and shit. And then I was like, I went from working like one day a week to they was practically full time in my ass, and I was like, shit, I'm getting tired. I don't want to do this shit. I don't want to be full time at this shit no more. I'm retired from this shit. So my sister was like, well, why don't you do like the Lyft driving? It's nice, it's fun, because I know you want to be around people. I was like, okay. So finally I went on and did it. And I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I got accepted and all of this. And they sent me a little sticker and stuff to put up in the window and shit. And I went and had my first passenger and all of that shit. Taking people to the airport, different things and talking with people. But some of them damn rides, hell no. Mm-mm. Hell no. Mm-mm. especially dealing with them young kids. But I'm thinking to myself, looking at her, she probably just wanted to do something to get out the house, to stay busy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm
and look,
picturing you. Wait a minute. I'm still picturing you as an Uber driver
really? Well, I was a Lyft driver. I was a Lyft driver.
or a
Uh,
Lyft driver driving any kind of, thing. I just
you on my
don't
memberships? I
know.
got the video on there. Hmm.
I'm going to go see it because I just like, Krista, Lyft driver?
Yeah,
Okay.
yo, it didn't last that long. It was during the time when I was talking to TC on here because TC used to be on the phone. I remember I was talking to her when everything had because she was so happy for me too. I was like, I got accepted. I had called her the one day at work. I was like, everything. I said, they just sent me the thing. I could drive it and all of this stuff. She's like, well, that's what's up. And so she would be on the phone with me because I would go out like in the morning time because my sister told me that she was like, well, you having a couple of bad experiences because you going out in the evening. And when them people get off from work and them kids get out of school, it'd be all kind of shit going on. She's like, you should just do it in the morning. So I was like, okay. So I would go out early in the morning, but I would have, like I said, TC would be on the phone with me. She would be on my other telephone with me. And then I know the one guy I had went to drop him off. He was going. I was dropping him off at the airport, and he was going where she lived, and I won't say where she lived. And so he was like, "Well, what's some places there that I can go to and hang out or something?" And so she was kind of like telling him some spots and stuff. So that's why I say some of the things was nice. Some of the passengers, some of the stuff was nice, but shit. Some of those,
You know what? I do DoorDash for like different stuff. I never did Uber or Lyft.
Oh, like to catch a ride? You never did it?
Like, no.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, like if I want a package or something,
Hmm.
I'll do DoorDash. Like I had to get some
Never did door.
dog food from the dollar store. I'd be like, I send DoorDash there and they drop it off.
Oh. See, I never did the DoorDash and Uber Eats and all of that. The only thing I did one time, it was real bad. I had did well, my niece did it for me. She sent the stuff and I just sent her the money because I ain't know how to do the shit. Um, where they bring the groceries to your house from the store.
Yeah.
I had needed like some I think I was real sick and she had sent me some cough medicine and like some soups and some stuff like that. And she was like auntie, she's like, the people are bringing it to the house, you just go to the door. And she did that, and they had picked me out some other vegetables and stuff, but I told her, I said, everything I got here look like it's rotten. I was like, I don't like other people picking out my fruits and vegetables and shit for me. I don't, because everybody shop, everybody eat different. You know what I'm saying? So my niece was like,
Did
"Why don't
Instacart. I did Instacart, but
you
I
get
did that for
Instacart?"
free.
That's what it
But
was.
they expensive though. They charge you $100 for a membership just for them to go pick up food and all.
No, I didn't do no membership. I did she just did it for me. Yeah, it was the Instacart. But I didn't like the way they picked out my stuff. The fruit and shit was like half rotten. Half, if I go to the store, I'm going up underneath the fruit and shit that's on top. Cause I need my shit to last as long as possible.
That's because
And
they don't care. They just go in there and just grab whatever. Like if you say, I want a pound of bananas, they're not gonna see if it's rotten on that banana. They're gonna grab that pound of bananas and keep it moving.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I ain't like that. I ain't. I mean, I ate what I could of my stuff, but a lot of the stuff was. It took it like 2 days, and it was about ready. I mean, it's already that fruits and vegetables and shit don't last long, and on top of that, you looking like shit. That's to me, that shit looked like it was. It was. They was on their way to throw that out in the trash, and they said, "Wait a minute, we got a customer that might want to buy it. So, you know what I'm saying? Hell no. The fuck out of here. So I don't
Well,
like that. I'm sure
that
it works for some people that probably can't get out and do their own shopping, or that they're too busy with their family life and working, the kids in school. And so it helps them out to have somebody else just bring the groceries to their house, and they
well,
just
I'm
bring.
gonna be honest. When I did it, I was just lazy. I didn't want to go out. So he said,
Oh,
"Gotta
okay.
bring it to me."
Yeah. Well, see, I guess, if I had a whole lot going on, I could see where, I don't know, because I'm real funny about when I go shopping, and like what I look for in meats and shit. I don't, I don't know. I'm real funny. I'm too finicky. It ain't gonna work for me. Hey, Yvonne, hey, what's up, baby? Why can't your mom have a boyfriend? Krista just accent. Because my daddy was her one and only love.
You
You
know
might
what?
sound like my sister though. They
You
be
know
like,
what? You know what,
she
Chris?
can have a boyfriend. I'm like, no, she can't. Cause I'm gonna tell my daddy.
You know what? Just like with the boyfriend I had, my kids didn't want me with him. They didn't like it. My
Yeah,
boys are particular. They want somebody to treat me a certain way, and they just off
yeah.
the jump seeing it.
It's
I wasn't.
find that. It's hard to find that. My mom, she be like, "Don't worry about me, honey. Ain't nobody gonna mistreat me. Ain't nobody gonna do this." I'm like, "Mom," and so then the one day I told my baby sister, I was like, "Oh, you talking about mom? You getting it?" We was all over there on Sunday. I was like, "You talking about mom getting a boyfriend?" I said, "Can you imagine another man up in here walking around?" I was like, "He gonna be your stepdaddy. He ain't gonna be mine. He got one time to try to tell me what the hell to do." Well, I ain't say hell in front of my mama. I said, he got one time to tell me what to do, and I'm going to tell him, you ain't none of my daddy. So she was like, you mean the man going to be up in the house? I was like, where you think he going to be? Down in the basement when you come over? I was like, he going to be up in here. He going to be throwing his weight around. He might be one of the ones that don't want to wear a shirt around in the house, even though the girls is coming to the house. He might be one of them kind of men that don't believe in putting clothes on. He might feel like, shoot, I'm in my house. He might want to sit around in his boxers and scratch his nuts and stuff. And can you imagine him telling mom to go in there and cook him something to eat and stuff? I was like, and he better not go in her bedroom, because that's my daddy's bedroom and her bedroom. Here go my sister. Well, hey, you still can't be telling her what to do. I was like, shit. You don't know what that's like to have another. You don't want no other man up in here. This my daddy and my mama house. My daddy still ruled his house. No fucking other fucking man coming up in here after my daddy's hard earned dollars and stuff and paid this house off and all of that. Now he think he finna come up in here and scratch his nuts and tell my daddy's wife what to do. Hell no. Nah. Get the fuck out of here. My brothers, they be like, that's right. And they probably gonna be thinking, I'm gonna have to put a fist in that nigga's face, and you know. So some of us want her to date, some of us don't. She just get a kick out of it. She ain't really interested in dating nobody. She just be listening to us make a fuss over her. Shit, I be serious. Shit, these whippersnappers out here, shit.
You could tell you be serious.
Yeah, they get with these older women, and she retired now too and everything. Shit, they be trying to, they be thinking they done hit the jackpot. And then she went out and bought herself a nice big old fancy car and all of this. He probably think he gonna be laid back driving it. I used to have to tell when I was Lyft driving. Some of them young boys, they get in the car. You could tell I'll be like, oh shit, here we go. They get in there, they leaning, they looking at me, they leaning to the side, looking around my car like, Then you hear them, this show is a nice car. I said, thank you. Yeah. Next question. So how you doing? You married? No, I'm not. Oh, really? Oh, you single? Oh, okay. I was like, uh-huh. Here we go. Yeah, cause
Somebody called my phone. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. But the young
Sometimes
guys,
when
they
people
get up.
call, I can't hear.
Oh,
Sometimes when people call, you can't hear me. That's why I asked that.
okay. Yeah, young guys, they got up in my car, shit, and they get to leaning to the side and how you doing, Miss Lady, and all of this stuff, and then and I tell them okay, and then they get to asking questions. Well, hey, I'll take you out and I'll do this child, do you know how old I am? Oh, age ain't nothing, lady. Hey, age ain't what
I'll
you
be
about
right back.
35? Okay. What you about 35? You what? You about this age? No. No, I'm not. I'm 55 or whatever 50s I was back then. But they don't stop you from having a boyfriend, just Krista. Do wait a minute, what? I had to get the dollar sign off the thing. Uh wait a minute. It says, but they don't stop you from having a boyfriend at Just Krista, do they? No, but I ain't got one. I ain't got no man, girl. I have people I talk to, but I ain't got no man. But the guys, they would come in and you would look at them and tell that they think you're an older woman or something. Shit, they looking at your vehicle like shit. I'm gonna be driving this motherfucker. No, the fuck you ain't. You gotta. It's a lot of whippersnappers out here. They out to get something for nothing and all of that craziness. I ain't. No. But listen, I'm glad Grandma Love had me to, suggested, going live today. I did this for her because I was going, I was up in the middle of the night cussing and fussing and yelling and all of that shit. So I was going to come back and see y'all the next day. But while we were on the telephone, she, had brought this up, and I said, "Well, shit, if you want to come live and we could talk about it, you know." But she got a couple things going on. I'm sorry, y'all. My one hand keep going to sleep on me. I don't know if it's the way I'm sitting or what, but yeah. So just wanted to come on and talk about that. And child, I ain't having my thoughts and shit is all over the place. Then I had fell asleep because I had told her at 6 o'clock. And then I had fell asleep and child, I woke up. I was like, oh shit, wait a minute. Y'all know I'm an old lady and I'll go to sleep, child. Like it's nothing. Okay. My old ass will go to sleep. Um, yeah. I don't know. I just get to staring off and doing nothing. I was supposed to make me something to eat. I ain't make nothing. So I don't know. I might just eat me some. I think I got some viney sausage in there. I think I'm gonna eat me a can of them and a couple crackers because I'm really not hungry. That's another thing. When you get older, you don't be having like a big appetite. Sometimes you don't be wanting to eat and shit. So I don't know, but I'm gonna probably just eat me some viney sausage and a couple crackers and drink me some apple juice and call it the day. And shit, that's all I got going on. But I did this for her. It's almost an hour. Listen, y'all, I ain't got nothing else going on. Remember, pour into them that pour into you. Pray for them. Pray for everybody so that everybody is prayed for. Welcome everybody to the Five Lug Lounge. I enjoyed you guys. Thank y'all for coming through. Hanging out with your girl. Shout out to Grandma Love. If you guys haven't gone over and watched her lives and her videos, please do so. Hey, Mr. Williams, what's up? Good afternoon, just Krista and Chad. Late, but listening, supporting. Oh, thank you. And thanks for the roses. Yeah, I was getting ready to get up out of here. I had came live with Grandma Love. She had shared with me earlier about the 61-year-old uh, black female Uber driver that was unalived by the 83-year-old white man and who thought she was a part of some type of scam thing. And I was just, talking about, when I used to drive Lyft. and how even over on my members only, I got a video that I put up about how I had to call the police on them young black guys. Y'all see how tall them guys is. Big tall guys. And it was about four of them. But all four of them was going to mess around and end up with a hole up in them, okay? Messing around with me, you know. But I had to give up that Lyft driving. That shit was scary for me. I couldn't do it. Okay, dear. I'll check it out. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all have a good day. Y'all take care. Y'all stay safe out here. It's a lot going on out here in these streets, and stuff. So just stay safe. Okay. Pray for keep your family in prayer. I pray for y'all, you know, and y'all pray for y'all families. You know, that's all we can do. Okay. And remember, prayer can reach where dust cannot. And when our kids get a certain age and different things like that, you know, that's all we can do is pray. How the old folks used to say, what was their thing they used to say? When they little, they on your lap. When they grown, they on your heart. And Lord knows that's the truth. That is the truth. I'd rather have them little and on my lap than have them out here, you know. And I know they got to grow up. Shit, I had to grow up. You know, there was times that I would be out, and my mama having dreams and stuff, and she call in the house, and you know, before cell phone days, and even when cell phones was available, shit, everybody couldn't afford one, you know. And my mom would call the house and middle of the night and stuff, and I had a dream about you, and you know, and stuff like that, you know. And sure enough, the night before I had been out, uh, and what was that one time she had called, and my ex, he called himself telling on me, but she had this dream, and it's something about the women in Niagara Falls. They don't like the women in Buffalo. They don't like the women. Okay. Mm-mm. That's a no. Okay. Hey, Pinky Pink. Hey, Krista. I'll catch your okay. Replay gang. And me and my cousin, she had met this guy, and he had told her to meet him in the falls. So she was like, well, where am I meeting you at? And he was like, okay, just come to this bar, such and such. And the guy lived 2 blocks away, but he was like, you know, just meet him up at the bar. So we get to the bar, and they looking at us, and I'm like, oh shit, these women looking at us like shit, like what's going on? My cousin was like, just stop, just. I'm like, but I'm one of them people when I go out and I go around and shit, I'm always constantly looking, you know, at my surroundings. You know what I'm saying? And you could feel like they wasn't friendly, you know? And so my cousin, she's like, girl, we just gonna go to one of the tables, and he on his way. Shit, we up there in that motherfucking bar. Shit, that one lady, she looked, her one girlfriend look, they got to saying something and this, that, and the other thing. And the one lady walked past, and she was like, I know one motherfucking thing. When I come out this motherfucking bathroom, them bitches better be gone. Shit, she didn't have to say that shit twice. I was, shit, where we at? Shit, I was out there in the car before she finished the motherfucking statement. I'm not getting ready to fight all you bitches. The fuck out of here. And I know you motherfuckers don't like us no goddamn way. I told my cousin, I was like, well, where this nigga at? How you know that wasn't a setup? You know? Shit. He got there. He was like, well, where you at? Where? And, you know, my cousin, they on the beeper thing. That's when they had the beepers. So my cousin, you know, told him, you know, that she'll pull back around or however they was doing that shit. And he was like, oh, man, y'all come on back in. Y'all coming with me. I was like, nah, no, thank you. No, thank you. So then we end up all going back to his house. It was one of them nice summer days anyway. We end up going back to his house, and everybody just, you know, his neighbors and shit came over, and shit, we was all sitting on his porch and shit, talking shit and all of that. I told her I had more fun just doing that. I ain't had to go to no goddamn bar amongst a bunch of motherfucking women. And you know these motherfucking women don't like Buffalo women. You know these motherfuckers will fight you. They will find your ass up underneath the goddamn Niagara Falls river. Okay? Stop playing with me. Mm-mm. I don't take them kind of chances. But we end up hanging out and, having fun over there and all of that shit. And her and that guy, they messed around for a long time. We would go back and forth, over there and hanging out and shit like that. But, child, I could tell y'all a bunch of stories. I ain't finna tell y'all all of that. Look at Mr. Williams. Yeah, they don't like Niagara Falls women, do not like Buffalo women. Hell no, they don't. They don't like us. And like the dudes from Rochester, when they used to come to Buffalo, they would all come like in one car, and we all knew them not to be no motherfucking good. Okay. So that's why shout out to my girl Live Life. Baby girl, her little girl is by one of the dudes up in Rochester. And I'm like, shit, you gotta know how to pick them motherfuckers in Rochester. Them men in Rochester, it's so many motherfucking no good Rochester men, it ain't funny. They call it the Rock, but them motherfuckers ain't no motherfucking good. All them motherfuckers think, I call them pink lace panty wearing motherfuckers. Because I'm used to a man treating you like a man. Like our guys up here, they be ready to buy you a drink. They be ready to, invest in you a little bit. Them motherfuckers, they want to come up here. It be about 7 of them. They be riding up in a fucking Pinto. So they all stuffed up in that motherfucker. Then they all get out. They want to, at the end of the day, they watching, they scoping out. And then on your way out the door, here they come trying to, yo, what's your number? Can we talk? Can we, this, that, and the other thing? No. Krista, can you see me? Yes. Yes, I can see you, boo. Yeah. So, um, yeah, what else I was just saying? Yeah, it's, certain places that you can go up here, you know. Now Syracuse guys, I found them to be gentlemen. Okay. You meet a dude in Syracuse, they gonna make you laugh. They getting all that snow and shit like we get right here in Buffalo. Um, I was watching my one friend, shout out to you. I was watching some of them and I was listening to the way that they do that funny thing with them Timberlands, boom, 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 boom. And if you know what that means, you know that motherfucking sound when you hear the guys boom, 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 with them motherfucking Timberland boots. That means they knocking that goddamn snow off them motherfuckers. It's something about that sound, And I look at a lot of the dudes that I talk to in places where they don't get snow. I mean, that I watch where they don't get snow. And I'm like, shit, you motherfuckers don't even know that sound. Okay? You don't even know that sound. You don't even know what that sound represent and all of that shit. You don't know the sounds of that shit make a bitch's motherfucker. Okay. It make you feel some kind of way. Okay? Because, again, I just say this. A nigga ain't made love to you till he done had on a pair of motherfucking Timberlands and made love to you, okay? With them motherfuckers on. I'm just gonna say it like, gave you a little nice little quickie and all of that shit. If the motherfucker had them goddamn Timberland boots on. Hot damn. Oh my God. Lord Jesus. And a goddamn wife beater and shit on and them goddamn bed. See, I like when a guy wear his jeans baggy, but not up underneath your ass cheek. And I know what people say that mean and all of that shit. But when they just baggy just below, because I don't want you wearing them motherfuckers all the way up. You know what I'm saying? And no, not like that. They need to be a little bit baggy. And there's something about the way that they wear them goddamn baggy motherfucking jeans and had them goddamn Timberland boots on and had it at the bottom, had it that pants tucked down in that boot just right. And listen, mm, mm, mm. That shit'll drive you crazy. It'll drive you up a tree. Okay. Yeah, that motherfucking part. Y'all, I'm on here talking too damn much. Grandma loved to have me to come live. I've been up here an hour. She in and out. Listen, I'm out this piece. I love y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one before I get to talking too damn much. Bye, y'all.